Hey Yankee fans, it's Yankee Fred. How are ya? You know, we got worried about the weather today. We drove in Connecticut, the weather was bad, the traffic was bad. As soon as we crossed the line into New York, it brightened up and the traffic got better. So here we are, May 28th, and we're playing a team we don't know much about, the San Diego Padres. And tonight we got Tanaka, one of our very best pitchers, and he's been pitching better and better the last three, against a guy named Lauer. I don't know anything about him except that he was a first-round choice of the San Diego Padres. So, you know, he's got stuff. He must have stuff, he wouldn't be here. So, with the weather looking good, how about Frazier and Gardner? You know, Frazier, it took a while for him, you know. He said it in the interview last night, you know, when he came off the IL, he wasn't quite right. It's amazing how these guys, they get off the Major League roster for 10 days. When they come back, they don't just pick it up. They got to work it back in, but now he looks like he has it. And Gardner, big home run yesterday to put us ahead. So let me take a minute here. Hats off to the following players. You ready for this? Tyro Estrada, Cameron Maybin, Mike Tuckman, Mike Ford, David Hale, Joe Harvey, Luis Sessa, Chance Adams, Kendry Morales, and of course Gio Urshela. These are not household names, but we are in first place. I'm telling you, if you took, and I've been saying this, if you took off every Major League roster their best shortstop, third baseman, total outfield, all three guys, the number one starting pitcher, one of their best relievers, how well would that team be playing? If they played 500, you'd say hats off to the team. We're playing better than that. These guys are really pulling for each other. And yes, help is on the way. I heard Didi's playing in Scranton tonight. Judge might be swinging a bat. I mean, it looks good. And maybe Severino in July. Finally, down in the minors, I just want to tell you, there's two guys named Garcia. One is Devi Garcia, and the other is Dermis Garcia. Well, Devi is the pitcher. He's at Double-A. Listen to this. His manager says he's the best pitcher he has ever seen since Pedro. And the guy is only 19 years old. Last year, 105 strikeouts in 74 innings. This year, 33 strikeouts in 17 innings. We got a gem down there, and look how young he is so he can grow. The other guy is Dermis Garcia. He's a hitter. He was a pitcher and a hitter, and when we didn't get Ohtani, we turned our eyes for $3.2 million to sign Dermis Garcia. But they've decided he's going to give up pitching. He's just going to hit. They moved him over to first base. He has huge power. They liken his power to like a 70, which is like 80 is the best. So I want to thank all the guys in the production truck getting here. And the weather, again, so far so good. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the show.